Okay, this is very important information. I repeat, this is very important information, alright? Now, here's what I'm gonna do, okay? You felt that transition, this is what I'm gonna do, alright? Boom, okay? That's what they do, and that's what I do, okay? So, it's very important. What happened was they just tried to make a move, but somebody pulled them over, alright? And regulated things when it comes to the law, alright? Saying that I did this and that, so everybody want to say that I'm not, a grown man or whatever, that pathetic shit you want to call it. There you go. That's what I do, okay? Now, let's get out of here for a second. Let's get on to something I was trying to say earlier with Robert, alright? Now, Robert literally has dealt me a big deal of damage, on my channel. I'm not going to talk about back at Thursday days because that's a stupid comparison. That's a legend versus a normal person, but that's why literally a mainstream rapper literally gets left behind by their buddies, okay? That's when they end up eventually bowing for some change, but something bigger happened, alright? This is about my mom when it comes to rapping. So as much as you want to literally defend her, or tell the fool whatever the dog, the truth of the matter is, you want to keep on using it, this is how it sounds, alright? I told her about Robert, about how he grew up in Alabama, about how he used to be around people who got shot and shit like that. Lately, that's what ends up happening. My mom agrees with him. It says, well, Aries, he kind of grow up fast, this and that. That's why he's not really hanging around you like that. Alright? Literally, she specifically said that he was in Alabama. He probably had to grow up fast, okay? Literally, that's why I specifically hit a child when it comes to the method of training because of that. When you play around in mentality and nothing is deadly and nothing is dangerous, right? Guess what ends up happening, right? They end up controlling, they end up manipulating the motor all the way to domestic violence, okay? So C told him, now life was dangerous. And life got dangerous for him, his lifestyle in the hood. So I'm telling you, put the child in danger in order to teach him a lesson. Do not play around with his mentality, all right? There's a whole nother section that's fucking stupid. Say that, oh, see, play out what you just did. What you just did the A and B. See, saw something go this way, something go that way. That's why I told you. Literally, you can't test that shit anymore because of a hook. Literally, doing a whole bunch of shit, literally, a whole bunch of perspective that doesn't throw a hook is stupid. That's why anime is listing gangs, literally, and fighting, okay? Alright? That's the fucking truth, alright? It's stupid, alright? That's a big ass fucking handout. And he called the Kool-Aid. Now I know what happened. What happened to Robert was freshman year he got threatened by a gang. Literally saying that I was getting too much coochie, so he had to lie to me to a certain extent. So he has to lie to a gang, he has to lie to me in order to keep things, in check, alright? That's 100% true, alright? Now, when it comes to E40, he actually threw me a curveball because there's a moment in the hood where I thought his E40 game was better than mine. But guess what? Literally, alright? They'll call it Yakasee for no reason. Because he was downloading the fucking trenches of E40, the deepest, where it comes to robot beats of E40, the deepest of E40, period. But guess what I got? When I listen to Stilettos and Jeans, it made me recognize something. He's E40 in the hood, and I'm E40 that's mainstream, okay? So, I figured that out, way over time, because what happened was, literally how he got good, was he didn't question shit, He kept on downloading songs, because when me and him in high school, E40 kept on coming out with 3 CDs on top of 3 CDs. For my channel, literally, me and Robert literally saw 3 CDs on top of 3 CDs on E40 daily, okay? And I, playing off of the stats, but didn't want to download those fucking songs for E40, alright? Literally. So he downloaded every single one, knowing that he came from Alabama and shit, alright? Now, with that being said, literally, when he was listening to all that rap, when he was telling me to take it slow, when he was telling me to hold on to little things in life, literally, do you really think that comes from God? No, it comes from a fucking devil. That's why he's listening to rap, motherfucker. That's why it comes to a gang. Where a gang fights autism, you people play stupid. So that's like, whatever, alright? When something like a gang comes into play because of what he knows, don't blame me.